This is really scary how the Fed actually takes things at face value, instead of actually digging deeper and finding out what the actual job market is doing. Here we have one of the Fed presidents, James Bullard, claiming to have a blowout jobs report with an exceptional 517,000 jobs created in the month of January, and also saying that unemployment is at a 50-year low. Now, this can be very misleading with the current state of the economy, so let's dig a little deeper and find out what's really happening under the surface. So looking at this chart, which by the way is a seasonally adjusted non-farm payroll report, we can see that we did gain in fact 517,000 jobs. And when you look at the trend, it seems that it's going in a good trajectory. And because we keep hearing about all these layoffs and all the companies that are tightening hiring and being very careful with who they're hiring, it doesn't really add up. And here's why. So when we look at the total non-farms non-seasonally adjusted report, we actually lost 2.5 million jobs. And this is directly from the BLS jobs report, which is a reliable source of data. And their expectation was to actually lose 3 million jobs. So this came in way better. And that's the magic of seasonal adjustments, making it seem like we actually gained jobs instead of losing jobs. And this is how the Fed analyzes the market. Now, to be fair, there is a reason for this adjustment. But without the adjustments, the data is pretty volatile. So having it gives it a bit of a smoother reading, making it a little easier to read these reports. Now, when we look at the unemployment report that is at 3.4%, again, this is an adjusted number. And it seems like unemployment has been dropping over a period of time. So it seems like the job market is actually getting better, with unemployment declining steadily at 3.4% over the past 50 years. But this doesn't really make sense with what is happening in the economy right now. So when we actually look at the non-adjusted numbers, we see that actually unemployment is at 3.9%. And we can look at this as a leading indicator, meaning that this is probably where we're headed. It's not exactly all that great. Now, when we look at this report, this came directly from the BLS, and it shows that 894,000 jobs were created. And this is the reason why it seems like the unemployment rate has declined. But get this, out of those 810,000 jobs were from population controls. So if we remove those, it only leaves 84,000 jobs. And this happened because earlier in 2022, there was a lot of illegal workers who were not included in the report. In this report, they've all been mixed up together and counted for the month of January, making it seem like all these jobs were literally created last month when in fact they were a part of last year's numbers. So it really makes you wonder if all these Fed members making monetary decisions based on all these reports and adjustments, do they actually know this? Or are they just playing along because it fits their narrative? Or do they not really know this? Which is pretty scary if you think about it. If you have any thoughts on this, leave your comments below.